How you doing, Justin?
Good. Good to see you.
Right on, man. Justin from GreenPlanet is coming down to see us today. Just bought a new XP1000. He's looking to do some racing with it, and we're going to get it outfitted for him. So you want to do a little upgrade?
A little more than a little. We want to have a full GreenPlanet RZR front to back, fully custom.
Race ready?
Race ready, yeah. So at GreenPlanet we make really high-end nutrients, and we want a really high-end Polaris. You know, we work super hard, and we also want to play hard, and we want this to be a marketing machine built as tough as possible, race ready for the Score Series. We want to take it a few Bajas and really promote an extreme machine.
For an extreme product. If you're going down to the Score Baja Series, they have very strict rules and regulations, and because they know of the extreme capabilities of these machines and they know the extremeness of their race series. You'll be racing with trophy trucks down there. That adds a lot of danger into the feature. So Score has a stiff set of guidelines and rules that they want you to follow, and we have to follow them to a T, which isn't a problem because now we're keeping you ultra safe, and we're keeping you so you can finish a race too. So Justin brought us a stock Polaris RZR 1000 four-seater here to do some work on, and what we need to do is pretty much take this thing down to the frame, get proper roll cage built. All the suspension components needed to be upgraded for the extremes that we were going to be taking this machine to.
It's nothing short of crazy taking a brand new stock machine that's perfectly fine, works perfectly good, and tearing it down to nothing. But that was the vision, to build something that no one else has, and that's the only way you can do that. We decided bringing our machine to Al because we knew that he, first and foremost, was a distributor for a whole bunch of brands that we were going to put on this machine.
The concept is not only a Canadian-wide distributor, we're also a parts manufacturer for performance UTV parts.
A lot of our customers currently use them for their UTVs, and we heard nothing but great recommendations. I figured I came to the right place for someone that's jumping these things down to 200 feet.
It's what we do, is we make these things tough. We test them so we can prove that what we're doing is legit.
And we got to witness him jump his racing UTV at 198 feet, which at the time was absolutely insane. So I knew that we aligned ourselves with the right partner, because he was doing these extreme things and pushing his machine to such extremes that if he was doing that with his machine, we wanted to be able to do similar things. You know, not 198 feet, but we're gonna, you know, jump it as far as we possibly could.
The first step really is vision, though. It's you know, seeing what Justin has in mind, and seeing what, from our experience, what we figure, you know, we can also bring to the table for ideas. I know Justin's an extreme guy, and I wanted him to have an extreme machine. So the first things first, we got to get this machine apart. Plastic and interior all have to come out. Some of that gets reused, but a lot of it goes in the trash.
It was shocking how fast this machine actually came apart. Under 2 hours, this machine went from full rolling chassis to nothing. Bolts and nuts and wheels and seats and plastic all over the place. There's nothing left of this machine in under 2 hours.
After you tear everything all down, you literally take a step back and you look at the machine and you start designing. So now it's time that we start the fabrication process. You know, a lot of cutting, welding, bending, notching, just getting this, turning this now carcass of a machine into a full-on race car. We built a lot of these cars, and we know how to triangulate and make it look cool at the same time and make them strong. The frame was a total win because I think it turned out really well in visually, and then we got this awesome custom color that almost glows in the dark a little bit, but then is green in the day. And so yeah, when that thing came back from the powder coat booth, we knew right away we had a winner. That was a one-off for sure. We did a lot of triangulation in that machine, more than we would on even some of the others. For one, being as it was a 4-seater, it was taking a lot more stress, and for two, just the safety factor, you know, keeping all 4 people safe. It's a lot different than building a 2-seater.
When I first saw the chassis, I was blown away. The amount of triangulation, the amount of pipes going everywhere, it looked super Mad Max.
The way we build these things is to withstand huge impacts. The bottom line is that this vehicle will be able to withstand more impact than your body can take. Simple. So when we got back from powder coat, we started assembling. Suspension components all got to go on, shocks, engine, transmission, it's all got to go back in. We're using the stock Polaris 1000 motor in this vehicle, as well as a stock 1000 transmission. We're really going for reliability is a big factor. These things got lots of power as they go, and we think to start dusting out, that was a perfect fit. This machine has been fully customized, and now when we're putting all the pieces back on it, not everything fits anymore. And so it's definitely some time is taken just assembling, making all these bits and pieces fit back to where they're supposed to be.
Basically, from what I understand, taking the idea of putting Humpty Dumpty back together again. All these pieces all over the place, and you want to have a complete final product, and that was the process of putting Humpty Dumpty back together again.
This thing's just going to look so badass. It's going to be so tough. It's going to be so functional when we're done with this, and that's what's exciting for me about building this. It's kind of like art to us, you know. It's you can do different angles, different curves, different everything everywhere, but to make it all into one and have a real slick-looking machine that you're proud to drive, you're proud to be seen in, and is again super tough.
So after assembly, we like to give our machines back to the customer so they can put it through their paces and tell us how they like it and what their feedback is.
We're super excited about testing this machine out. It's all built now. We're lucky enough to be able to take it out and give it a run for its money.
If there's anything that the customer would like changed, now's the time.
So after Al gave us the machine back, we ran it, put it through trials, jumped it, crazy hill climbs, got lots of air in it, and it was done. There was nothing else that we could have done to make this thing more safe.
The safety factor of a machine that's built like this is tenfold over something that is stock.
This thing was so much fun. We were floored at what it was capable of doing. We gave it back to him and said, there's nothing you need to change. We're completely happy with this.
So once Justin gave us the final for the build, it was now off to the wrap shop. Scott 37 Inc. takes care of all of our wraps and is absolute top of the food chain in the wrap world.
Scott at 37 Inc. came up with some really cool concepts. The guy's mega talented, and the art and the ghosting and the deep, different levels of graphics, it's going to look insane.
Start off by getting a picture, and then we template it and get the artwork going. And as soon as the customer's happy with the artwork, then we move on to print.
He's basically blending and ghosting in different levels of graphics along with the GreenPlanet name on our trailer and the RZR, so both of them are gonna match, and it's gonna look fantastic.
I like the green. Don't get to play with too much lime green much.
So it's not always all about performance, you have to actually also look good too.
Doing a wrap like that really helps the machine pop and just kind of brings to light like how much has actually gone into this thing.
That machine's kick-ass.
So today is super exciting because it's reveal day. I already know the machine functions 100%, but now I get to see it finished. The wrap, lights, bells and whistles, and this is the exciting part for us.
Reveal day for Justin. I mean, that's kind of what finishes off the build for us, but it also gives us the sense of accomplishment that when we see how happy the customer is when they see the final product, something that they've just spent their hard-earned money on, and it's badass.
Actually, I think I hear the machine coming down right now. I feel like I'm going on a first date.
The first look Justin took of this machine, I could tell on his face that he was nothing less than totally impressed.
When Al pulled around the corner, it looked like a UFO. I mean, it was so lit up, and with the tail whip all lit up, all LED light bars all over the place, it looked like a disco UFO. It was crazy. Dude.
What's up, man?
That is badass. Holy. That's pretty disco. Wow. Thank you.
This build turned out really well. Super pumped on it. Not only does it look awesome, but I mean, this machine is tough. And yeah, I can't wait to see these guys run it down to the Baja. So it's gonna be great.
We're planning on taking this complete custom build RZR down to the Baja and putting it through its paces, seeing how much abuse we can actually put it through.
So it looks good. You're happy with everything?
Yeah, I'm really happy with it, but you know, proof is in the pudding. I mean,
All right.
here it can fly.
Well, let's go test this thing out.
Final thoughts are big thanks to Al at Constant Distributing for all the hard work he put in. It's not often that your vision and your dream is superseded by someone else's, and he did that, and we want to say a big thank you for that.
We would like to thank Justin and GreenPlanet for giving us the opportunity to build a machine like this. It isn't every day that you get customers that want to go to this extreme, and we just absolutely full thanks and for giving us the opportunity.
Never gets old.